The Netherlands is a very wealthy nation. In fact, we're the 14th richest country on earth. For this reason, you might believe that there are hardly any poor people living in the Netherlands. However, there are over 1 million Dutch people living below the poverty line. You see, poverty is a relative instrument, meaning that its definition varies around the world. The United Nations would consider someone as poor if they have less than 45 euros a month of disposable income. In a rich country like the Netherlands, this line is set at 1,030 euros a month. So what causes poverty? Well, there are very different reasons for poverty. You could have a low education or no education at all. You could be sick or disabled. And some people are just bad with money. They spend more money than they have and you have to take on debt, which is very difficult to get out of. Now let's have a look how people in Tilburg feel about this subject.
Schuld is van de mensen of niet? Kunnen ze er iets aan doen?
Ik weet het niet, deze. Daar ben ik niet zeker van. Dus dat is echt verschil.
Dat verschilt.
Iemand kan met geld omgaan en anderen die spenderen het makkelijk of die denken ja iedereen kan wel.
Ja.
Ik ook.
Ja.
On a lot of things like how invested the government is in social welfare of the people, how many opportunities they have, like such as education, job opportunities, which family that they belong to, and whether they've been provided those facilities by them. And yeah, like so mostly those things.
Okay, so yeah, it's not really. Oh, yeah, it depends. You just say, yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into personal agency and the ability to control the outcomes of your decisions, and these are the factors that play into it, like education, like how supportive your family might be, what initiatives the government is pursuing, and whether they actually incentivize you to take up these particular positions.
And what do you think here of the Netherlands? Because the government quite support it, right?
Yeah, so in the Netherlands particularly, from what I've seen, because I'm an exchange student, I see that poverty is not that big of a problem, like as opposed to the country that I come from, which is India, where like because the government is very corrupt and it does not take in as many initiatives, there are numerous problems that the country is facing, and as well as that identity, like communal problems, the caste system, all of those like contribute to poverty in a large way.
It's actually a very hard question, and sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't.
When is it and when it's not?
For example, when someone makes stupid decisions, like there's like a drug addiction or something like that, then I think they're mostly the cause of it.
Yeah.
But sometimes people are just born in some circumstances. So.
Ja, vinden jullie armoede eigen schuld? Daar mogen we op reageren.
Voor sommigen. Sommigen.
En waarom voor sommigen wel en sommigen niet?
Iemand die met zijn geld smijt en die in de bijstand zit, ja dat kan niet. Dat is heel simpel. En gokken en alles. En die risico's hebben ook met bedrijven.
Ja.
Ja, dat is dan de eigen schuld.
En welke mensen kunnen er niks aan doen dan?
Sommigen
thuis komen zitten, alles. Hè,
en die verantwoord met hun geld om zijn gegaan. Die grote voet leven. En bijstandsvrouwen die gescheiden zijn, die dan met kinderen in de bijstand komen, die niks zou kunnen doen.
Ook de eigen schuld vindt van mensen, zeg maar. Of ze daar echt iets aan kunnen doen of niet?
Nee, ik denk dat heel veel mensen er echt niets aan kunnen doen. En die zonder dat ze willen in de problemen komen.
Ja, doordat...
Door werk kwijt te raken en hypotheken niet meer kunnen betalen, dan denk ik dat het heel snel gebeurd kan zijn. Ja.
Oké, nou, dat was het eigenlijk. Nou, top.
Of course, we also looked at research to see what answers we would expect to get and to compare them with the answers we got. Our first articles show that only around 12% of Dutch people believe in the so-called individualistic explanation of poverty. The individualistic explanation of poverty says that poor people are poor because they're not motivated to work and they have other failings. We didn't find anyone who believed this. We assume this is because the people who tend to believe this are employed and be filmed on weekdays. Another study found that people in the Netherlands tend to differentiate along the lines of how much control someone has over the situation when it comes to solidarity with poor people. This is in line with the answers people gave when we asked when it was someone's own fault and when it was not.